Hi and welcome back to the third part of this tutorial. Now what I want to achieve is I need to add title here, and to do that I'm going to have to use the label. So let's close that and come right down here. There we go. See right here, I'm going to add a title here. So first thing first, let's enter. I'm just going to copy that, the title for the main program itself, and I'll paste that right here, then modify it. So this is going to be label, or okay, let's say LBL label. Right, the very first thing, let's take care of the frame. It's going to be right inside the zero frame. Paste that in there, and I'm not going to specify width for it. Now let's change this to about 10. This very one, that is where most of the activity will take place, right in here. Okay, so as for the padding, I can change that to y-axis, and in here, this I need to change this. Okay, that is correct, 1, and I'm going to copy this. It's going to be 0. Change this to 0. Okay, now I will now get rid of all of these. So the very first item I have is going to be the name of tablet. I may not have enough room for this that I'm trying to achieve, so maybe we have to do one thing or the other. Okay, let's copy this and let it start on a separate line. So right here I'm going to put a comma, then let's start from here, there, and then the next item I'm going to enter backslash tab, and the next one is going to be reference number. That might not be a good idea, full name, but let's see. Then the next one is going to be the dosage, followed by backspace, and number of tablet. Let's just say n of tablet, and a park. I don't know if that is needed really, but we can always change it as we go along. Then the lot number, is the lot number required? That's a question. Then another tab, issued date, expired date. That I think is required. Okay, this is how many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In total we have about 18. So let's run it and see how it's going to look like. There we go. So that will be the title. I may have to move this up. Okay, so let's see. We have 7 in there. That means we can fit some more. The dosage, yeah, that is required. Number of tablet, date issued. Okay, let me just fit in how many I can fit in there. So now we're running out of space here. All we just need to do is backspace, press enter, and then we continue. The next one that I'm going to enter will be This is date expired, then daily dose, then backspace, tab, then let's go for side effects, storage advice. Yeah, storage advice. I'm gonna skip the other one. Just enter storage advice. That's all. Then let's see what else we can fit into it. After the storage advice, now NHS number. Then let's go for patient's name. And let's say date of birth, backspace again, then address. Right, let's run it and see if there's going to be enough space for it. So that'll be the okay, that's perfect. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13. So daily dose, let's see what happening there. Daily dose, that's a daily dose. That should have tab. Run. Let's see. Okay, I think I'll make do with what I've got. So the next thing I'm going to do now is I'm going to move this one up a little bit. So let's go to the padding. That's pad right. There we go. That's it. Instead of 4, I will change it to something else. Okay, let's go for 2. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of doing it, let's just change it to 2, and that'll be 2. Okay, and let's just pick that up. Okay, now all the padding up on the labels are all taken care of. Oh, there's 1 here, change that to 2 as well. Right, so it's all done now. So I'm going to now run the program and see if there's any more improvement that is required. Then we just get that sorted. Okay, let's run it. Alright, there we go. We have a problem here. You see that? That is not level. So I'm going to have to look for this. This is supposed to be the TXT prescription. So let's look for TXT prescription. There we go. So we have to increase this padding. Let me just double it up. Instead of 4, make that 8. Now let's run it and see how it's going to look like. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's much better. It's now a little bit level. I think it's just too level. Maybe 7 instead of 8. Let's see. Okay, I think I may have to settle for 7. Or we can even, let's try out 6. It's going to be between 6 and 7. So let's see. Yeah, 6 is perfect. Alright, that is that done. So now the whole thing is, when I click on prescription, this will be this prescription, and this will be the receipt. That will be the receipt. that is stored within the system, or we can say prescription receipt or whatever. Okay, let's come back in here. I'm just gonna copy one or two things, dump it in there. Prescription ordered here, prescription data or receipt. Okay, let me just call it prescription data. Run that and see. Okay, we'll leave it as prescription data instead of receipt. Okay, so that is done. Now we now want to create the, we're gonna need all of this information. So let's come in here where we have prescription data. I'm going to change that to high prescription data, and that's we have to change this as well. Come right down to the button here where we have prescription data. Where is it? There. So we have to change the command to high prescription data, and I think I should change the name of the buttons as well. Paste and change this as well. Yeah, there. Okay, so what else do we need to do? Let's press enter here so that we can get, so that you guys can see it properly. Right, that's fine. Okay, we need all of this information, so I'm going to start by copying this. Okay, or maybe just copy everything, and I'll come straight into high prescription data, this very one here. I'll get it all sorted. Okay, now the whole reason why I copied this so that I can know which of the variables I need to add on to the system. So the first place, this is the name that I need, so I'm going to get rid of all of this. So this is supposed to be system.insert, and what are we inserting? So let's start by saying tab. We might not need that very tab, but let's see. The first item on the list is number of tablets, so that is supposed to be this. I believe it's going to be that dot get. Paste that in there. Dot get. Okay. Let's assume one is taken care of. And the next one. The next one is the reference number. So the reference, that's easy. Reference dot get. Plus the next one is dosage. Let's see. Dosage is just dose dot get, and number of tablet. Let's see, number of tablets. That's it right there. Number of tablet. Paste that in there, and copy. We're gonna have to enter plus here, come to the next line, paste, And the next one after number of tablets is lot number. Lot is lot there, and after lot we have date of issue. Date issued, yeah. Date issue. Okay, what else do we have? If we have date issue, date, that's expired date. Expired date. Oh, there's some errors here. Copy that, paste that in there. Yeah. Dot get. Then we should move this down. Okay, so how many more do we need? We need this daily dose. Daily dose is daily dose. That's daily dose. Let's see. Copy this, paste that here, press enter. The next one is going to be storage. We have storage. Okay, storage is what? The variable storage is called what? Storage advised. Storage advice. And after storage on the table we have NHS number. NHS number is NHS number. Paste that there. Then we have patient name. I believe patient name is patient name as well. There's a plus sign missing here. Paste patient name. There is no space. Okay, we have date of birth and address. Okay, now let's look for date of birth. And finally address, patient address. Copy, paste that right here, there, and I think that is all. So let's say plus, add a new line and close that. So we can now delete this. We don't need this. Okay guys, I've actually taken care of it much better, although it looks a bit confusing, but if you want you can always go for it something like this. The choice is yours. Okay, the choice is yours, anyhow you want it. If it's easier this way, that's fine. Okay, I prefer it the way it is so that my user can see what I'm doing, or else it will be too long. So that is it. Have a good look at it. It's not perfect yet, so let's run it and you see what I'm talking about. Right, now let's select the medication and reference number. Let's say 005, dosage maybe 20. No, that should be maybe 1 a day. Number of tablet let's say about 40. Lot number, date issued, say today, date expired, and daily dose. Maybe 2. Side effects, don't know. I'll just say sick. And further information, see doctor. Storage, let's say in a cool place. And driving or using machinery, no. This is wrong. 2 of those, no. Okay, we need to correct that. That should actually be use medication. So let's say yes. Patient ID, NHS number, patient name Sally, yuck, date of birth, and address, there. So click on, let's try it out now. Just click on prescription. There we go. Okay, so we just need to maybe indent and so on. That's all we need to do. Then we'll have to indent that. This is supposed to be here. Okay, we just get it indented, then I will get back to you guys once I get it all well sorted. Alright, so first thing, I'm gonna have to correct dates. Let's go straight into the code and see that. Let's minimize that, come right down here, down in the code, on the code here. That was meant to be there we go. So what we should have there is something totally different, and that's what's supposed to be what. Okay, the name suggests use medication. Okay, I'm just gonna enter medication in here. Right, that one is fine. Okay, so that is sorted. So all I then need to do is to make sure, so I'll get it tagged, get it sorted, then I'll get back to you guys shortly. Okay, now the prescription data is taken care of, so you guys have a good look. Some of them has double tab and some just one single tab. Okay, so let's run it and see how it looks like, then we can go to the next one. Alright, so I'm going to enter some data in here, select any of the medication and reference number, dose, say number of tablets, lot number, date, and date expire, dose, and side effects. Let's say click. And further information, say doctor. Storage, no driving, and medication, yes. Then ID number, name, I said the name is Billy. Address. Okay, that's it. Just click on there. There we go, guys. See that? So that is that taken care of. That's much better. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we now, okay, let's see, maybe just 2 here. Let's say we have that. Okay, that's fine. So the next thing we want to do is to be able to click on the prescription, and the prescription details of the patients it actually appears here once we click on the prescription. All right, so let's exit or reset. Okay, reset, I don't want this to be, okay, just delete alone. Reset, I need to look into the reset. Okay, in the case of reset, I do not want that to be cleared. And what is the name of that table? There it is. I'm going to comment that out. Yeah, that's it. Okay, that's taken care of. Now let's come in here. That's going to be my prescription details. Okay, for the patient's prescription, we want the details in here, so I think it's called txt prescription. So that's going to be txt prescription dot insert and comma, and the very first information we want in there is this. We want what medication we're getting, so that will be right here. That will be get, yeah. Copy all of that, paste it right there. Okay, so in here we want name of tablet, name of tablet, and let's say name of tablet, yeah, that's fine. Close that, close that. Okay, and we want this to close new line, close that. So that's the very first one. So if I run this now, that is correct, that is correct. Let's run this and try that out, and we can just copy and paste that. If I select whatever in here and I click on prescription, I expect it to actually display there. So alright, that's supposed to be self dot. Okay, be careful guys, that should be self. So let's run it and see, and select any prescription. There we go, you see that? Name of tablet. Okay, that's fine. So let's add one more space. Okay, all I'm going to do now is copy. I think we have 18 information in total, and just change it around. Okay, all I'm now going to do is just change this information around. The next one is that. reference number. So in here that will be reference. Reference number, and this is get reference, and followed by those. I believe you get the whole idea, so I am now going to speed that up. Okay, I've finished with the development of the prescription code itself, and that is it up to here, from this function up to return function. Alright, so before we run it, I'm going to show you the whole lines of code again. Let's take it from the top, and right here I declare a class, function definition, variables declared, bring it down, exit function, that is for my prescription, take it down, prescription data, delete, reset, and the framework for the whole system. And right here are the data frame, the left one, and the next one is the right data frame, just this. Then we have the button, and underneath the button is the prescription data, and that is all there is to it. So let's run it now. There. Okay, we select the medication and the reference number, let's say RF. That's our reference number. The dosage, let's say 25 of those, and number of tablets per day, so that will be 1. Lot number, date, let's say date, and that will be there. Date expires, dosage, let's say 004, and here side effects, sickly. For information, see doctor, see doc, and here storage. Cool. That will be driving or using medication, that will be no. Okay, let's save policy, and here that will be yes or no. Patient's ID, NHS number, name, let's say the name is Danny. Okay, and date of birth for Danny, let's say 1910, and that will be 67. Okay, let's get rid of that and just call it 1067. Right, so the system should be able to read it. An address for Danny, let's say is 7 or 007 YY. That'll be the address. Okay, all we then need to do is to populate this prescription ordered. There we go, that's this prescription order for Danny, and we can also store that in there. Okay, supposing we have another customer or another patient, all we just need to do is to enter this patient name. Let's say the patient is Sammy, and just change details around. And add the other patient's details onto the system there. So with that, guys, I'm gonna call it the end of this tutorial. I suppose you all enjoyed. You all have a nice day now. Bye for now.